What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really, over extremely scary horror like mine, which I'll show you a clip of it right now. So, yeah, it's pretty scary. Um, it's pretty simple. I'm going to make this tutorial as straightforward as I can. There are a few confusing parts, but you should be able to understand it pretty easily. So, first thing you want to do is go to my Discord, link in the description. Scroll down. There's going to be like a horror tab somewhere. I haven't made it yet, but it'll be here somewhere. Then you're just going to want to import all the scripts, which should be Fog Zone. Um, yeah, it should be Fog Zone, AI Kill, Enemy Controller. So just grab those, drag them into wherever you want them, wherever your scripts folder is. Then you're obviously going to want to have a map. Then what you're going to want to do is create a new game object, name that enemy. Then you're going to want to take whatever model or creature or creepy thing you have. Mine is this. So, yeah. Also, make sure you grab the hit script out of my Discord. It's in a different thing somewhere, but yeah, just grab that. And after drag your character or your demon thing under the enemy, click on enemy. Then there's going to be some scripts you want to add. So first off, add enemy controller. Then under enemy controller, you can make the move speed whatever you want. The default should be 3, I think. Other people have theirs at 4, but I have mine at 4.5 just to make it extra scary. Then I have my chase range at 30. This really depends on what kind of map you have. Mine are caves, so yeah. Stopping distance, that's going to want to be at 1. Time to show game object 2. It doesn't, I mean, it really doesn't matter because we're not going to add anything to this, but yeah. After you did that, add the AI kill script to it. Then for Gorilla Player, just open up Gorilla Rig and drag Gorilla Player into there. Then respawn point. That is where you're also going to want to go back to the Discard, I'm sorry, and download a prefab that should be in there. Just import that, and it's gonna show up with this, a respawn box thing. What you want to do is just put that like wherever you want to respawn at. So for me, I have mine. Yeah, I have mine right here. So then the next step would be just go back to enemy and drag the respawn thing under respawn box into there, which your respawn thing, it should be like kind of like at the top of your box. Yeah, make sure it's like near the top of your box. Then maps to disable. You want to make those anything that's gonna like be in between your like horror map and your respawn box. If you don't do that, you're just gonna run into a wall and stop, and then your monster is gonna start humping you, and it's really bad. But yeah, so you want to make that a really really low number. I have mine at 0.0005. Next thing you're gonna add is a rigid body. Then you wanna open up constraints for the freeze rotation. Just check all of them. Then collision detection, discrete, interpolate, none. Just basically make sure it looks exactly like this. You can pause if you need. Then for photon view, make sure all the stuff looks like this. If this isn't here, don't worry. That's just the next thing you have to add, which is the photon transform view. Make sure all that stuff is like that. And then that should show up here. The number one thing you want to make sure is observable search, auto find all, or else it's not going to detect this. Next thing, capsule collider. You're going to make a capsule collider, turn on is trigger, then make it take up like the space of your creature, or like Also, make sure that like the bottom of that collider is at the bottom, like where the feet are. So, obviously the feet are going to be on the floor. Then you're just going to want to duplicate that, then turn off is trigger. Then you just want to add hit sound script. Then you're going to want to do is right click on enemy, create empty. Then on that empty, name it whatever you want, like the name of your like screech or, you know, basically the noise of you getting caught. This part is optional, by the way. Just skip like ahead if you don't want to add noise. But yeah, on screen, just drag in like any audio that you want. Mine is this. Yeah. Then just drag, you know, thing onto there. If you want to, you can go onto your like creature, and if it is rigged, you can, you know, click on it, go into an animation and create animate an animation, and just click record and then move it however you want. My movement animation for like running or crawling towards you looks like this. It's pretty creepy. So yeah. Then you just want to make sure animator is on. Also make sure polling mode always animate. Then heading back over to the respawn box, what you're gonna want to do is on cube, add an enable script. There's a link to that in, or there's a download link for that in my Discord, but you should have it at this point unless you're like really new to making games. Then just leave that there for a sec. And for hit sound, honestly, I don't know which one of these does it. It's a little scuffed, but it works for me. So just hit sound, put the scream on it. Also, this is just for cube. Then this doesn't matter. Don't pay attention to that. That's just because I have a flashlight. Then go to cube 49, which is the one down here, and add a disable script. Don't mind it yet. Then what you're going to want to do is drag your player, like your Photon VR player, onto main camera. So, you can see like where your character is when you first spawn in. Then also under main camera, create an empty and name it jump scare. This is going to be the thing that shows up when you get caught and it's going to like jump scare you. So for me, I just have a black box. You should probably do that too to make it extra spooky. Then I just have my creature. I made the face upright and it's just like right in front of your face. And I also added another animation to it. So if I go here, click on it, animator, all I did for this was I took the head and I made it shake. So, yeah, that's just same thing as last time. Just have that animator on, always animate. Then go back to your respawn box, go back to cube, and where enable is, just drag your jump scare into it. Then same for cube 49, just drag your jump scare into the disable box. Also, on both of these, make sure its trigger is on, and then you want to select all the cubes and make the layer walkthrough. It should show up because of the prefab that you put in. But if it's not, just, make a thing called walkthrough, edit, project settings, go to your things, then find wherever it is, turn it off for everything except for, spinny cam collider, and I think that's all of it, yeah. And I guess slip sphere, if that even shows up for you. Then turn off the mesh renders. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is with that fog zone script. This is also totally optional. It just makes it extra scary. You don't want this to be connected to your horror, or else it's gonna like break the game. Just make a new cube, name it horror fog zone, then drag the fog zone script onto it, where it says player, drag gorilla player onto it. Then for fog density, I have mine at 0.2 right now, but as you can see from the previous clip, I kind of like pissed myself, so I'm probably gonna turn that down for when I publish this version of the game. And fog color, I just have it as black to make it extra dark. But if you have like a back rooms, you could go to like yellow, make it like a yellow hue. And this ring around your skybox might show up for you. Currently, I don't know how to fix it, but if you're, if you really can't stand it, hit me up in the Discord. By that time, I might have a fix for it. If I don't, I'm sorry. Another thing you want to do is go on to your left hand controller and right hand controller. Um, Create a sphere under each of them. Don't mind these cubes and spheres under mine. That's for something else. But yeah, just create one sphere for each of them. Then tag that with enemy. It should show up for you. But if it's not here, click add tag, click the plus, and name it exactly how it's spelled here. Capital ENEMY. Then just put that tag on both of them. Also, make that tag or make the layer slip sphere if you don't have that. I think that can just be the same as like walkthrough or no collide, whatever layer you have that doesn't collide with anything. Then you're gonna want to duplicate those spheres. Oh wait, one more thing. Also, make sure that both of these spheres have is sugar on. Then duplicate them. Then for these ones, you're gonna want to make the tag player. That one should show up for you. If it didn't, just make a new tag, name it player, capital PLAYER. Then make that the exact same layer as the other one that you made. Also, go onto your capsule, go to tag, and make the tag enemy. And yeah, that should be it to make your extremely over scary horror. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.